Well, I'm sick of nostalgia. How about you? Part 5? Did this really... Okay, so for those of you who weren't paying attention, I don't blame you. Mojo dropped a bunch of things in the city. He's New York. He's got a bunch of the X-Men doing some... None of it matters. Doesn't. He got a whole bunch of Snidely Whiplash talk about entertainment. The enemies of entertainment. The writer is an enemy of entertainment here. Oh, good gravy. Just... So the plan is that they're doing this to kind of take over New York City. It'll be explained later in the issue, which you'll forget completely. Check the scorecard. Got Logan. You saw? Well, saw Angel, Storm, Bloodstorm, Iceman get killed on screen. Logan is like an off-screen kind of death. We know that none of these are real. Storm's got a book coming out. Angel's in something else. Iceman's got his own book. You would not kill off Logan in something this bad. Bloodstorm, maybe. They just drug her back in, so you never know. This is... Despite this, I have problems with the art in a lot of this book, but this 2-page spread is actually really nice. In fact, there's a lot of action... 2-page. There's a lot of action going on here. A lot of... There's stuff in the background. Did you expect to see Venom? Pointing out right there. Hiding in amongst... We got some Horseman of the Apocalypse. Some kind of robo-brood. They've fused all these villains together. That's nice. That awesome Sentinel back there. And then Jeannie gets stabbed. An impromptu fast books. Kate, check out that wound. Look at the depth of that wound. That's a collarbone and something else. That's not something you're going to walk away from by any stretch of the imagination. But, like, does she be bleeding all down the back? And at least looking pale for being in shock. That's not there. I'm worried about this. Isn't it sweet that we go for others? We've got yet another Wolvie Jean Lug triangle, except this time they're teenagers. Stop doing this. If there's one thing in the MU that's not allowed to happen, it's this. It's one of those things that's not allowed to happen. You're getting us mad. More stuff. A few extra people, Magneto, Polaris, and Danger show up. I'm not sure why Magneto shows up in the first place. Or Polaris, or like... I guess Magneto might be showing up because the ex-kids are in danger? Maybe? I don't know. It just seems like he would just decide maybe this is it, let him go. So they get drug into the Moot Massacre. It's not quite Polaris's costume from her time with the Marauders under the influence of Malice, but it's close enough. I can tolerate it. Right down there. Magneto's got some roid action going on. And yeah, he was not drawn anywhere near this buff before during that series. I don't know why everyone seems to want to buff up Magneto. The guy is, what is he now? World War II ended in 45. 55, 60 some. He's 80 years old. Looks like that. And the people who want to say that Frank Castle's origin should be drug up to Desert Storm because of Marvel's sliding time scale, give Mags a pass. She should be 80 years old here, Mags. Another big spread. The Avengers versus X-Men. Going got a sort of bit of comedy here. I might be able to MacGyver up and escape in a second or two, and a little luck. Twank. I'm just going to start editing rim shots in here so you know where the jokes are, where you should laugh, or a little applause sign. Oh, Spidey's got the little X's in his eyes because we know this isn't a serious story. And the star is pissing me off. That's only there when he's actively using his luck power. That eye makeup, that's not a thing. Like, yes, I'm glad you gave him the right number of fingers, but the eye makeup's not a thing. And I don't know how. Just through the magic of a magic spanner and some things that teleports them away. I want you to look really closely at what's going on here. Can you see that? With the big eye and the little eye. That's the big eye. It's on that side. Back a little ways here. The big eye. Oh, whoops, hang on. Hey, consistency. Suddenly, can't, nope. All the other stuff going on. Can't keep track of which side of dude's face big eyeballs on. All this, the great artwork. Granted, Mojo's got a lot of detail on. He's not going to look this like ever the same. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teeth. 8 teeth. A lot of detail going on. We know he's not going to look the same for the most part. Back up a bit. But try. At least try. Like all these, we've got, even right here. We've got 2 things going into his eye and one holding up his eyelid. Here, all 3 of them go into his eye. It's on this reference the same page, dude. Like, really. Back in the Mutant Massacre, and of course, hey, let's haul in another fan favorite. We're on, I don't know, like page 14. The Peter and the Young X-Men trying to get out of this thing. Still torn about Hank using magic and doing that. Because he's not actually the furry beast in this, but that happens to him as though that's a thing. They all show up. The cavalry's here. Come with me if you want to live. Is everything you say from a TV or a movie? If you live on fucking Reddit, maybe. I make it look like a goddamn potato here. Like, I know his head's cocked back, but from here he goes looking okay, and here he's Simon Pegg. You look like you have some red on you. They get into Mojo's stuff. They're off the screen. I'm assuming that's Kitty, but holy crap, does she look terrible. Like, if we go back a little ways here, the AVX part, right? She's kind of slightly squared. And then forward, like, her eyes are a different size. And they find, yep, guess what? It's all the other X-Men. They're not dead, because we saw that coming. There was no tension here whatsoever. So we're just going to cheaply weigh the back into getting everyone together again. So they can all go and do something. This is the only part of this issue I like. They're actually on Mojo World. You don't get to see Mojo World a lot. I'm interested in how he intends to portray this. Because most of the times you're seeing Mojo World from the inside of like a room where Mojo's doing something to somebody. I don't think there's a lot of outside Mojo World, unless I missed an issue or two. I actually had to go back and check because this picture here, if I go all the way back, is, as far as consistency goes, is awfully close to this one here on page 4. To the point where I had to MS Paint them both onto the same page. To the differences are like a couple of the face spots and things. That part's consistent. Like, you got the eyes in the right size. Just halfway through the book, Mojo's face flipped around. Ugh. However, the entire thing is spoiled by that. Going to a 6th issue. I don't know what's... Is this filler issues? Like the way the 3-issue arc for the Punisher was, or the one for She-Hulk 11? 11? Yeah, 11. Where it's got all the things I'll just read. Is this like just kind of placeholdery stuff until they do the... Well, they can't do legacy numbering because that would have to show up on like Astonishing X-Men or something. I have to hope, because nothing that's happened here yet means anything except for Longshot coming back, and he's going to wind up over in Cable. Which doesn't make any sense. He doesn't seem like he belongs in a team with, like, you know, other people who throw blades and spiky things. And where's Dazzler? Oh. Or actually, Spiral. There's one thing I've just noticed. Where's Spiral in all of this? It seems like she should be here doing something, or at least in the background. Or is it just... You can't draw Mojo consistently enough. You can't draw Spiral. I don't know. We'll find out in a couple of weeks when X-Men Gold 15 comes out, I think. This has been another episode. Great Canadian Neckbeard. Anything you want me to talk about? Let me know. I'll see you guys later.